All right, guys, we are live. Pokemon Black and White is here. I'm going to say 1 hour daytime stream. Pokemon Black and White is here. All right. Wait, let's reverse that. No, let's save it that way. This has to be a shorter stream. It's already 4:40. I'm starting kind of late. I need to start starting the daytime streams by like 4. All right, here's this. Oh my God. There we go. And then here is this over here. Good, 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 good. We got a Pokemon music playing. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this away. Throwing away some junk emails. Throwing this away. And it says here, I received money. Really? What the hell? There's still 2 people donating to Pokestan. Alright. Whatever you say. And then let's jump up over here. Brandon Boutillier. Oh, here it is. Brandon did send in for a slab cancel. Okay, Brandon Boutillier. Let's get it started. So, that's a B. Oh, we better get this iPad opened, huh? So I can see your comments. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Send those orders in right now because this is a 1 hour stream. So figure out what you want and just send it in. We're not going to be live for very long. I'm going to go outside and roast in the sun. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right. So we're heading over to Slab away. He's lying. He said that yesterday. Who's lying? Someone said he's lying? Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. What the hell? All right, Brandon Boutillier had a PSA 10 Umbreon from May. Okay, let's take a look into that Umbreon real fast. Which Umbreon is that? That sounds like the one we got from Anthony Kalura. Wait, he's got a Nidoking. Hold on, let me look into this. Oh, did I read the wrong name? Hold on. Here is a Nidoking. Was that actually it? Oh, he's got 2 cards. Alright, so he's got a Nidoking. I did not know he had 2 cards. That sucks. Alright. Well, we might have a nice card coming up onto the table in a second here if he's canceling this. Not buying in the daytime stream, but we'll listen while I go catch me some fish for dinner. I should learn how to go fishing again. I haven't gone fishing in a long time. The doctor says she wants me to spend a lot of time being outdoors and not working. That's what she said. So I've been outdoors working. I just work outside now. But no, I've been cleaning up my yard and stuff, so my yard is a little messy because I don't pay anyone to work on it because I don't want to spend the money, and then I don't work on it because I'm working. So I'm out there working on it now. All right, let me remove these off the table. That is the black and white ETB. So there has to be an update to the challenge rolls. What should the challenge roll be for black and white? What do you guys want it to be? All 3 monochromes? That'd be cool. All 3 monochromes. Let's go to challenge rolls. Rocket Mewtwo is going to say, pull Rocket's Mewtwo English, by the way. And then we were adding a new one. Black Bolt, White Flare. Pull all monochrome cards from the English collection. Alright, there it is. New challenge roll. So you will get a new roll in our Discord server for getting all 3 of those monochromes pulled. You should start a stream garden from seeds we send you, mister. 30-minute brisk walk in direct sunlight. I'm a doctor. Pay me now. Doctor. Yes, here you go, doctor. Here's all your money. Hundreds of dollars for 10 minutes of talking and a blood test. Let me stab you. Alright, so Brandon, we gotta do a little research. Time to do some research on Brandon. The first one we want to know is this Nidoking. It's Crystal Nidoking, isn't it? So let's type in Crystal Nidoking. It's not called Crystal Nidoking, though. What's it called? It is called Aquapolis Nidoking. Okay. This might be something to do in the nighttime stream, because I don't have as much time in the daytime stream. Let's just take a quick look at this, though. I'm actually very curious. 300 USD for Japanese Expedition Pack. Goodbye? I don't know. I have no clue. Okay, there is no Nidoking. There's one in auction. But how about CGC 10? There might be a CGC 10 Nidoking for sure. Yes, there is a CGC Nidoking. Let me check sold prices. So on these rare items, we check sold now, okay? We have no sold data on this one. There's one listed for sale for $3,000. But here's the problem. We don't have any data on any sold Gem 2s. Yeah, I'm not Gem 2s, Gem Mint 10s. Okay, and then let me look at the other items. So we have this Umbreon. It was $470, huh? Umbreon 217 Japanese. Okay, we need to find out the cheapest one of these Umbreons. What is the best way to get 30 cards graded through PSA? Alright, so the Umbreon has fallen in price to $412. So I need to inform him of that real fast. All right. So here is the Nidoking, and here is the Umbreon. The Umbreon has 470 minus 350. So the Umbreon has 120 on it. And the Nidoking, which is a much more expensive card, has $2,000 minus $1,355. $645 on it. Oof, this is going to be expensive. Okay, Nidoking. Alright, so he is doing a slab cancellation, and the way this is going to work, this card has fallen in price. So he will lose a little bit of money on that one. If a card falls in price, and you kind of make me buy it back, I don't buy it back at the old price. I buy it back at the new price. So that is the risk of slab aways. Slab away is a very good thing until you want to cancel it. Here we are. Okay, but it looks like the Nido King's going to be a full refund. Minus 58, which equals 120 minus 58, which equals 62. So he's getting $62. Oh, but there's also a cancel fee, right? So there's a $20 cancel fee. That's... All right. So 62 plus 645 minus 20 minus 20. His refund is $667. All right. Brandon Boutillier, I shall go get you your money now. He said I can pay him on Cash App. I'm going to do that. He gave me his Cash App address. Here we are. And Brandon Boutillier is welcome to come back and do a new slab away anytime he wants. So slab away is nice because if an emergency happens, maybe you have a medical bill, maybe your car stops working, you can come in and ask to cancel it. And you could incur a loss, but you can get quite a bit back too. It's not like a foreclosure. Foreclosure is really bad, you know, like with the home. But slab away is not like a foreclosure. You will typically lose your $20 cancel fee, and if the slab moved down in price, you will lose some money that way too. However, that's just kind of normal. It's, oh, also you're supposed to lose a 3% PayPal fee. Oops. All right, there we go. Whew. Very good, it's done. What's the name of this song called? How long did that take? That took the first 12 minutes of the stream? Dang, dude. This is called Banjo Tooie. That's not Banjo Tooie. Can I add the umbrella to my slab away? I keep the original price $450 to be fair. You're wanting to now slab this card away for $470. That's what you're interested in doing. Well, the rule for slab away is one at a time, okay? So I would say, in this case, we should ask you to finish up the one that you have. You probably will, but we should apply the rule evenly to everyone to be fair. Sometimes we let somebody have like 2 slab aways. 3 is probably too much. You have 2, right? I think you have 2, don't you? Okay, let me jump over here. I think you have 2. Maybe you only have 1. Oh, I see. You do kind of have a multiple slab aways. You have 3 Charizards put together or something like that. It says 3 Zards, Ivan Rodriguez. It says right now you have a slab away value of $780. I mean, you technically could probably send in to slab this Umbreon away for $20. He could also just easily be a break, which is probably what he ought to be. He says, number 2, are we able to open our pre-order boxes? Yes, are you here right now? Let me set this for a side, Ivan. Let's keep talking about that because I don't know if it's such a good idea. So, as you know, you pulled, this right, oh wait. No, Andrew, oh. So, okay, so this is Andrew Martin's. Let me go ahead and stick this to the box. So this is Andrew's, this box here. This in a white box. A white box. There you go. So this belongs to him, and then let me go grab yours, okay? Andrew Martin already paid for shipping too, huh? Okay. Yes, you absolutely can open up your pre-order boxes. You actually have dibs. When you pre-order, I set your stuff aside before anyone starts opening. There we are. All right. Whew. I'm Brandon Warder. I also got 1 black box. There we go. Look at that. Ooh. I'll send it, says Ivan. Ivan, I think you kind of already got a double slab-away as it is. So I feel like we should probably stick to the rules on the slab-aways. Now, if the cards matched, let's say they were part of a... Excuse me. They were part of like a pair or something, like poker card. You get Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, I'd be like, go for it. But if it's just scooping up each nice card, we gotta set a limit. The limit's supposed to be 1, but I think you've already got 2. We are. All right. That's a very important thing for us to do, because once you're done with the current slab away, then I'm sitting on top of the cash that's needed to roll into the next thing. It can be dangerous for me to suspend too many cards in one places like that. So if that was a normal thing, let's say everyone was doing it, that could put me in a really tricky position over time where I have too much equity wrapped up in slab away. Tornadus. Wow. That actually looks really nice. Oh, my eye's itchy. I hate having itchy eyes. Ooh, energy cards. New energy cards. I like it. All right. New energy cards. And what are these? These are just normal. What do the dice look like? Okay, so black and blue dice. I just throw all that. God damn it. I just throw all that away. Okay, and what do I do with this? Get rid of that too. The genies are so ugly. They are. They've always been ugly. The genies are ugly. No uglies! Those would be the new energy cards we use for our breaks. How nice is that? Okay. All right. Flipping this around. Pokemon Black White. There you go. Are you sad they didn't cast the transsexual to play Zelda? How do I know what you're talking about? Because every time I got on the internet, everyone was talking about that on the shorts. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care, to be honest. Some movies, they cast people who don't look exactly like the character, and it's just fine. Doesn't really matter. Like, here's a great example. The Minecraft movie was a big success, and they cast Jack Black, who does not look like Steve. He just looks like Jack Black. And it was still very watchable, because they made a really weird movie with, like, Napoleon Dynamite energy to it. Whoa, strange. Okay. What? Are you sad they didn't cast transsexual? Those energies look so good. Here we are. All right. Very nice. Zelda's a femboy. Oh my god. They need to cast Hunter. Ready? Why the F do they not cast Jackie Chan for Zelda? WTF is Jackie Chan doing? Here goes Mr. Brandon Warder. So he gets to open the very first ones. We have a new challenge roll in Discord. You must pull all of the monochromes. That's, I believe, Victini, Reshiram, and Zekrom. If you pull all 3 of them, you'll have the black-white roll in our Discord server. It'll be the Black Bolt White Flare roll. Pokemon hasn't announced Black Bolt White Flare, right? If they announced that as a video game, I'm going to play that, because I never played Pokemon Black. Pokemon Black. Heat more. There we are. I only ordered a black box. Oh. Oops. All right. Wait. All right. I'll set these to the side. So here are some open white packs. Whoever opens these white packs can have this heat more for free. There's 8 white packs. You will also get... this was the white one, right? So, essentially, you're getting an ETB for the cost of 8 packs. You get the promo as well. So, you get the promo, you get the free heat more, 8 packs. If you want it, call dibs on it, okay? Call dibs on it. If you want it, call dibs on it. Now, Brandon, this is for you. For some reason, Brandon, I just assumed it was one of each. Because it's like, my brain almost says that's the only way to open it. You got to get a little bit of black, a little bit of white. There you go. Good. Okay. Make Zelda trans. Make Hyrule great again. Yeah. I think Zelda would have released the Epstein files anyways. But how about the meltdown over that? It's really powerful, man. It's another day, and it's all I hear on my newsfeed. That's all anyone's talking about. You are? How much would that be? 15 by 8. This is Pokemon version of race politics. Hey, mister, thank you. I appreciate it. Did we decide what we were going to do for the 2 slabs I own, commission or buyback? I can definitely commission them for you. I will have to go looking for them. We are. I could maybe buy them back. I don't know if I want them. I don't know what they are. We are. Wait, was Hunter Schaefer a guy? Oh no, P. Brad. P. Brad be gooning. Here we go. Snivy, looking good. All right, off to a good start. Snivy. Okay, Snivy. So tell me right away, guys, which of these sets is going to be more popular, the black set or the white set? So you got Master Ball Darumaka. Black or white, which of these sets is going to be more popular? Are they roughly the same, or is there a significant difference between them? Here's Caracosta, holographic energy card. Really strange. I like that they kept the hollow figures for the hollow style. No idea. I don't see color. It says Jack Woodworth. I think I said Woodwhite. Pan Stage King Clean Clang. Am I allowed to say white? Maybe black more, but I like white set too. Okay, I only asked that because I need to know if they need to be priced differently from each other. Well, the Maractus looks better in English. Is that just me? Weird. Okay. Sylveon and Tyranitar that you did for giveaway recently. Oh, okay. Here's Haxorus. Excuse me. Here's Air Balloon Caracosta. Here's Timpool and Conkeldurr. And finally, you have Fungus Master Ball. 2 Master Balls in this. 2 Master Balls in the ETB? That's interesting. All right, there you have it. 2 Master Balls, huh? If you guys ever don't want your hollows, let me know. You can even tell me you don't want certain kinds of hollows. We are. As per usual, the English product is coming with like 3 holographic cards, so your whole bag will be bulk in a matter of no time. Look, that was just crazy, man. So you can say something like, remove all the crappy ones, or I don't need any of them, whatever it is you like. And of course, you are more than welcome to just keep all of them too. We are. Because it's not a big deal. I just like it because it clears the table up. We are. Keep the hollows. Okay, so you don't want these hollows. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're not into them, if you're just chasing hits, let me know. Darumaka is cute as hell, dude. Look at that Darumaka. That's a good design. I actually like the Darumaka design, by the way. Snivy's nice. Okay, so that is for Mr. Brandon with the BR. Read the chat. Keep the hollows. Keep the hollows. What's up? Apparently the black set, the Diglett is 3 inches bigger than the white set. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Mr. Brandon. Here we are. Thank you, Brandon, for the pre-order. Did anyone take these white packs? If nobody buys them, they're mine. Okay. Oops. That is 8 packs of white flare. I see somebody has purchased a black flare ETB. Let's see. Clicking on this. Oh my god, there's 7 people. 1 black English pack, says Alex. Umbreon. Spawn the Victini break. Can I do Sabaway on the Umbreon? Finally ship out my cards. Alright. Eddie Perez. Eddie Perez. You think you're going to ship your cards out now? Just like that? Alright, let's see. So, Alex, 1 black English pack. Let's grab this. Ends PP up. All end cards go into 6 bag. Why Gen 5, not Gen 2 or 3? Are they dumb? Maybe they're holding those for 20th per Poke Armageddon. The little Diglett is on the Onyx from the Classic Collection. Not even a $5 tip, Eddie? Come on, bro. Here we are. Now, you were very good to me in the past. And I kept your cards safe for you as a result. I did that for another guy recently, too. Who was it? Oh, Sina Afshar's out again. when it comes to names, if I can remember your name pretty clearly, I kind of don't like to mess around with your cards too much. Unless you got really crappy stuff. See, that's another thing. You also happen to have a pretty large box of cards. What did you used to open? Didn't you used to open a lot of sports? I don't remember. All right. Thunderous, huh? Skibbity boopy doobie doobity boopy. You know, I need to look something up. We only got one case of black and one case of white. I'm pretty sure I ordered quite a lot more than that. So that should suggest we're getting more, right? Hopefully he doesn't think he's done with my order. Sports and Disney. Oh yeah, back in the Disney day. You still collecting, Eddie? Oh, I'm checking up on this, making sure. Okay, it says here we are getting more of them. That's good. I'm a little nervous, you know. You got to be a little nervous about that kind of stuff sometimes. So where's my specialty box? You know, Eddie, we were opening a lot of those Disney cards because of that black. It was black and white Mickey Mouse card, the Steamboat Willie, and that card has kind of fallen in price over time. Yeah, it did not go up; it went down. But how could it not go down? It was so overpriced. Throw this away real fast. How could it not go down in price? It was so overpriced. So were the cases of the product because the demand was so high at the time, which is a good sign for the product. And maybe the Mickey Mouse card will raise later in price, but yeah, it got cheaper. Been selling off some stuff. I don't want any more like XY Lucarios. Oh, I see. Will you be selling these as well, the ones in your box? We are. My question is, are you still into collecting, or are you just looking to liquidate that box? We are. All right. Okay, Mr. Alex picking up the Hollow Haxorus. He's not so bad. Okay. All right. I sent a friend request on Discord. Yeah, you can set. You can. Let's go accept that. Okay. Accept this. Good. Thank you. Pop this back up here. So again, these are the white packs we accidentally trimmed the tops of. You get the whole ETB for the cost of the 8 packs, and then you get the Heatmore and the Tornadoes. So it's kind of like one of the packs was free, but you still get the rest of the ETB. So if you'd like to try that out, send in for it now. Call dibs on it. I wasn't anticipating opening an extra ETB. I would have wanted to make a YouTube short out of it. So, but I can open it for myself. I don't mind. Ivan Rodriguez, it's brand new product. Ivan Rodriguez, Umbreon Slab Away Fee. So you're both trying to slab away this Umbreon, but he's not on the table. This Umbreon really needs to be a break. Let me look at what I would have done with the break. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, he needs to be a break. So this card needs to be a break, dude. Let me set you down for $40. I think that with the Umbreon card, I can't be having it slabbed away right now. Here we are. I'm sorry. That is not a card that we're putting up for slab away at the moment. There was another guy who tried to get it right after you, crazy enough. He sent $100 in for it. Mark J. Valerian. So, Mark, that card was not up for slab away. You'll notice it's not on the table. Okay, so I don't want to keep your money held hostage. Here it is. All right. Trying out Wilder, he's not too bad compared to Executor. Oh, you guys playing Elden Ring? I play pretty much just with one class for a long time now, although I've tried out the other ones. Just the Guardian. I just play the Guardian over and over and over again. And I've played him so much, I've kind of recognized what he's really good at. You can't get super high damage output on him, but he's very, very good at dragging out a fight where your teammates are struggling. and then you can just keep reviving them, and the fight just keeps going. So, like, let's say that your teammates are out of flasks, and then they finally go down. Well, if you can just revive them each time, then they get to fight again with the half health bar. So we've won a lot of fights that way. He's also really good. If you get a really high-end guard boost shield, you can really guard a lot. So that the nature of the Guardian changes the moment you run into a really good shield, because you can guard so much for so long, it's ridiculous. Well, not if the enemy has a fantastic grab, but then your Dark Soul skills are supposed to kick in. You're just supposed to dodge the grab. But grabs are tricky, yeah. And then the Visage shield with the flamethrower, that's insane, dude. If you have the Visage shield, that changes things too. You want to bring the FP shards with you into the fight, bring the FP shards, and each burst of the Visage shield, it's like a whole round of R1 chains in terms of damage output. It's actually really good. And the fact that the Visage shield, when you're using the flames, you're also guarding, it's ridiculous. The other thing that you note with the Guardian, if you can find any weapon with periodically spawns many glint blades, it's like a cheat code, because you just guard and the glint blades do tons of damage for you. And then finally, the Guardian does exceptionally well with a good crossbow setup. So instead of building for boosts to your guard or whatever, build for ranged weapons, and you almost have a second ranged attack character. It's a crossbow and shield setup, and it works. It's actually really good, because crossbows, they don't scale. If you play a lot of Dark Soul games, you know that the crossbow builds, they don't scale. So you just benefit from flat damage on the crossbows, and some crossbow setups can be quite good. All right, let me have a sip. All right. He's meaning Guardian. I tossed that shield as Wilder. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of Wilders toss their shields. You're right. You run into the shield on the ground. So Robert Tumman, 1 spot in Victini Break. You got it. 1 spot in the Victini break. Victini break. This one? This Victini break? The Victini break's a $40 break, though. Oh, you must have seen this. So, Robert, that is a $40 break. I made the Executor. I got 180 hours on him. Wow, that's a lot of time already. Yeah, I've seen him do really well. I've seen, actually, I was playing with an Executor who was using claws. He was using, bleed claws. And we just fight Dark Drift Knight, the purple, whatever, Everdark Sovereign. He did fine. Yeah, he did good. Actually, it was really funny. We struggled the whole match, and we were only level 13, and one of my teammates was level 12, and we beat the Everdark. I mean, we beat the Sovereign Dark Drift Knight like it was easy. It was really funny. I was completely expecting us to fail, and we just walked in and smashed him. I was like, wow, where was where was all this skill? They must have had bad circumstances in the boss fights. All right, we have, next up, we have Eddie Perez. Ship that box. Oh, did Eddie mention what he was doing with this? He says... Oh, he didn't mention. Okay. I finally been getting some stuff that should have been graded. I haven't touched any of the newer sets since 2023. So, let me grab your box, Mr. Eddie. Eddie, is your PayPal address up to date? I can't believe we're finally seeing this go. This box was marked 124. 124. And that's when it was marked. It was probably marked at that point. That wasn't when the box began. The box could have began in 2023. God, I got a bug bite on my ankle. It's so crazy. All right. Let's go ahead and get that address and get you shipped. Appreciate you coming back, man. Here we are. Okay. We're going to jump over here. Jump over here. All right. Oh, I see some big orders in. Okay, I'm going to grab this. How heavy is this? Quite heavy. Oh, yeah. Girls like it when you have a heavy bag, guys. Girls don't mess around with 4-ounce bags. Girls want to know you've got at least 2 pounds of cards. Okay, we're just waiting for this. Wait, is it going to say the cutoff date for tomorrow? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I know we're going to have an easy round against any boss if I'm playing Guardian and I pick up a high guard boost shield. And then something like the pulley crossbow. Pulley crossbow is nuts on the Guardian. I don't know if anyone's thought about that. If you see pulley crossbow and you've got a Guardian and he knows how to play that character, give him that pulley crossbow and you just made yourself a very, very good teammate. Ranged Guardian, it's nuts. You actually draw the opponent over very quickly. Did you know that? So when you're shooting with a bow, I don't know what it is. However, the bosses are coded. They're coded to chase you down if you start shooting them with the ranged weapon, for sure. Like, they go straight for you. They, like, beam towards you. So Guardian's got a shield. If you're peppering them with a crossbow, they will chase you down, but then you got the shield. And pulley crossbow's nice because it doesn't use too much stamina, and you get out of the animation quickly for firing, or for reloading, or whatever the term is. Moonbow's okay. Jar Cannon's really good, but that one's trickier because you're prone after you fire. So that one's trickier. Eddie Perez's order is done. Rowell Campus, $100 towards Slab Away. Also, am I able to send in slabs for trade for the Slab Away? Yes, you can. I reached out on Discord. Try bumping your message, okay? I might have missed it. Try reaching out, okay? Okay, let me mark this unread. Jack Woodworth. You had a nice package, right? Wasn't that the case? Your package would have been picked up today, Mr. Jack. Okay, Mr. Roel, let's go find you. Release the Epstein files. I think he has to. Or his whole MAGA movement comes to an end. You have to have transparency. He lacks the moral high ground without it. He has to do it. All right, so you have 2 top slabs. This goes down to $630. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Now we have Luke Laurie, 70 to Slab Away, 2 Halo Upper Deck, and shipping. Oh, that's a big shipment. Okay, Luke Laurie. Okay, it looks like you're going to have 195 left. Boom. All right, so 195 remains, and 2 Halo Upper Decks and shipping. It is 2 Halo Upper Decks. By the way, did they mention what they wanted to do with their spare cash? I'll set this to the side. He will lose 75% of his base if he's... I don't know if it's going to be that bad. It's 8 packs plus the open one and ETB promo. It's 120. You get this on sale because you're getting the first pack for free, and then it's just being treated like a normal ETB, so of course you get the promo as well, and then you just find out what's in here. So it's kind of like you get to open up one of the ETBs for cheaper than if you'd actually purchased the whole ETB. It's a nice thing. It's actually nice. First pack is free. They're terrible at scanning at the post office. True. They aren't currently editing the files before they are currently editing the files before the release. You know, you could say that, but a forensic scientist could go back into those computers and figure that out, unless they've got like super high level nerds like wiping the computers or something. And even that's detectable. Like, they'll come in and be like, "Why did you wipe the computers?" So, you know, I don't think it's possible for them to edit it very much without somebody knowing and without being able to find traces of that in the computer. He's got to release them. That's it. That's the end of the situation. He has to. It's obvious people care about this a lot. It's not a small thing. It's not oh, who cares? It's not one of those. And when you really think about Donald Trump's whole MAGA movement, it's a very sort of like aggressive law and order movement, right? With the whole, we can't allow illegal immigration. You know, we're going to beat up our opponents. We're going to do what we want. You know, we're going to bully Canada. We're going to bully Greenland, the Panama Canal. He's got a very sort of like, you know, like, hey, we're going to do the righteous thing finally. And this is probably why people who wanted to see the results of the Epstein files, this is why they wanted him, because he seemed like, we're going to set things straight. No more corruption. And so this undoes all of that. All of it's, he's just another corrupt politician if he doesn't release them. So, and I don't think he anticipated how bad the blowback would be. Or maybe he did. And maybe what's in the files is so damning that he would rather have this blowback than have people know what's in those files. Who knows? But no one will know unless he releases them. And so he's got to release them. I've thought about it for a while. It's the solution. That is the solution to this problem. He can't like talk his way out of this. And it's making him look much, much worse that he's dragging his feet about it. So he has to release them. That is the solution to this. Here we are. I think it will fracture his base. And again, it's not going to make him lose 75% of his base. But all he needs to lose is 10%. If he loses 10%, the elections go back to the Democrats. So it's the end of the Republican MAGA movement. He will, he'll get old, pass away, and he'll be gone. And no one will be able to carry on his quote-unquote movement because he doesn't have the support because he protected the Epstein files rather than releasing them. Huge mistake. I think he shouldn't have said anything either. I think that was a big mistake either. He should not have talked about them. If he really wanted it to go away, he shouldn't have talked about it, because now that he's talked about it, you're like, oh yeah, that's the sound of a guilty person saying, why do we even look at these? We don't care about this. Don't look. Who cares? Boring stuff. Boring, boring, boring. I bet they're going to make a fake Epstein list. Again, I don't know how they could get away with that. Our forensic data is so good these days. Computers and all. Like, how do you hire like a young person to help you work on hiding? Oh yeah, I used to do really bad stuff with Jeffrey Epstein, so hire me some young dudes to help me hide that. How do you hire somebody for that? I guarantee you he cannot easily find that. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's get you this black and white box. Donald Trump's MAGA movement relies heavily on a strong belief in having law and order. I really think it strongly relies on law and order. It's sort of like a we need to do what's right kind of movement. Here we are. Very good. It's also common sense too. So I would say it's like a common sense. We don't look the other way anymore. The law is the law. No one gets to get away with the law or whatever. It's that kind of movement. And he's kind of figuring that out right now, I think. Here we go, Mr. Luke. Maybe that's what we take away from this, is that people didn't just fall in love with Trump like he's literally Jesus. People crave law and order. They crave it. And he just made it sound really good, He's like, we're going to end the war. Okay, that sounds great. Here we are. Okay, I bet Louis is on the list. Why would you even say that? Why would you say that? Do you think crucifixion should come back like Asmongold thinks? Crucifixions? No, dude. What the hell? What? He just saying anything, huh? That's crazy. Bring back crucifixions. Crucify him! No way, dude. That's nuts. Although I have said we need to have a system that keeps people out of jail, just because jail is a huge waste of money. Did you know jail costs... Oh, I looked this up. I look this up all the time, but you guys got to hear this figure, especially if you're new to the channel. Listen to this. Listen to this number. Okay. What's the most expensive state to be a prisoner in, or in jail, and how much does it cost per year for that person in jail? I think prisoner is different from jail. Okay, it's actually New York City. Annual cost per prisoner. Are you ready for this? You will not believe this. The annual cost per prisoner in New York, according to this, is $500,000 per year. In California, it's a much smaller number of $128,000 per person. It includes healthcare, staffing, security, facility maintenance. Connecticut is $90,000. Massachusetts is $80,000. Vermont is $75,000. I don't know if is that really accurate? It says it's accurate. New York City jail system, $550,000 per inmate per year. What? And the national average is $60,000 per year per inmate. So my argument is, whatever the solution is to incarcerations and all that, and I do believe some people have to be put in jail because they're too dangerous. Whatever you do, it should be cheap. If somebody's committed a crime, maybe like major theft, you don't then want to piss away a whole bunch of the taxpayers' dollars too, you know? That just makes us all more sad. All right, this is Michael Pettiford. Michael. Hey, what's up, Michael? Michael. Are you here, Michael? You waited a little while for these. Michael, I should have just let you cut the line for this one. This is a nice small order. So here's Gobat and Gorobus. Ask ChatGPT who's on the list. I'm going to ask Grok how to open a jail in New York. Yeah, I don't know how accurate that list was. 550,000 per inmate. Can anyone else cross-reference that? Because that just seems way, way higher. Because I knew about the $128,000 per inmate in California. I didn't know about that in New York. That just sounds like it's not real. But, okay, but so I have heard multiple times, $128,000 per year per person in California. Can you even imagine that? Like, if you just took that person and just gave them $128,000 per year to exist, they probably wouldn't do any crime. Mostly. They'd probably just go live life. They're like, yeah, I'm getting $128,000 from the state. I'm just going to go live a nice life now. You know, that's actually crazy how expensive that is. So you pay for that. This guy shoots his wife or whatever, strangles some person or does some crazy crap, goes to prison for life, and now you're on the hook to pay for that man like he's living in a bad hotel room for $130,000 a year. Your money pays that guy $130K to sit in a yucky prison cell. Just what? So one of my theories is that we should take the cheapest state in the union, maybe like West Virginia, and the government should take a big chunk of federal land, build a mega jail on it, just gigantic, super efficient. It can be very clean. It can have nice air conditioning so that if you're in jail for breaking a crime, you don't have to live in squalor. You just got nice clothing, just nice. It doesn't have to be like crappy or low quality, but pick the cheapest state. And from now on, all incarcerated people, when you go to jail and you know you're going to be there for longer than a year or two, just ship them out to West Virginia mega jail and save the taxpayer like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, whatever it's going to cost out there. You see what I'm saying? Who's going to pay for that? Have the federal government pay for it. We're all part of the same union. So have the federal government pay for a mega jail in like West Virginia, where it's like the cheapest state in the union. And then if somebody in California does like a super crime, like murders his wife, and he gets sentenced to life, and he's going to be in jail for the next 40 years, just have him go out to West Virginia and save like $70,000 a year per person. Crazy that we don't do that, don't you think? Mr. Gavin Stewart, one black flare, ETB. All right, let's do it. Think of all the money I just saved the taxpayer with one good idea. There we go. All right. There we go. Ooh. So this is for Gavin Stewart. They're going to use Mrs. Pokemon tax money to pay for it. The people in federal prisons live a luxurious life compared to state prison. Sure, I don't know. Here we go. I know there's a state prison and federal prison because of different levels of crime. You know, if you do a federal crime versus a state crime. But I just think there should be a shared state prison in like West Virginia. All the states can pool some money together to keep it running. You know, like the library or the highway or something. That's what we do as a country. We pool our resources together and we build a big thing like the military. Well, you know, if every state's got its own state prison, state incarcerated persons, whatever you call them, and you know they're going to be there for 40, 50 years to life or whatever. Well, you want to, what's here for California? Let's see what that looks like for California. You ready? So let's say a guy does a big murder and he's going to be in jail for 50 years at $130,000 per year. But really, that number is going to look bigger than 130 because guess what? The cost of living goes up each year. So over 50 years, at 2% inflation, that number should be giant by the end of 50 years. But look, 50 years is 6.5 million. And that number is going to be way bigger in the future, by the way, because that money is uninvested and the cost of living goes up, not down. It goes up on purpose. We intentionally cause 2% inflation every year so that the economy grows by forcing people to spend money instead of hoarding it. So that number is actually much bigger in 50 years. It's actually much more than 6.5 million. So you're telling me first this guy murders some innocent person and then you and I get punished too. Now we have to pay 6.5 million for him to keep breathing. Think about that. Let that sink in. How many people could we have helped with $6.5 million? A woman, she can't afford kidney work. She got like failing kidneys or something. She got bad kidneys. A guy's got bad liver. Some other guy needs like blood problems. Nobody can afford healthcare. But don't worry. See this guy who viciously murdered his wife? We're keeping him alive to the tune of $6.5 million taxpayer dollars. What? He should be like organ harvested and move on. Then all those guys who had like the liver problem, the kidney problem, they can all be taken care of and they can go back to being productive citizens. So, but that's what they do in China, and we call it unethical because it creates an incentive for the government to murder you. So it's a scary idea. However, again, you got to admit, 6.5 million could do a lot. 6.5 million that's enough to retire on easily. It's really crazy. It makes zero sense. I don't like it at all. And it's a colossal waste of money. In a country that does not have a colossal amount of money to waste. We do not have money to waste right now. The prison system should be made more affordable, more intelligent, and you should stay out of prison. So here was also one of my ideas. Let's say you do some sort of crime, maybe like a major theft. I think instead of putting you in prison at all, they should do like you get whipped in public or something. And it's super embarrassing, you know, because that's what your parents did when you were a kid, right? You got spanked in front of everybody. And that was a cheap, fast punishment. So let's say you're some guy, you just stole like $900 from the store. They want to give you, you've done it like 12 times. They want to give you a year in prison. No, just put him in front of a camera, record it live, put it on live television. John Rochester, guilty of 12 crimes of theft, $900, 30 lashings. You just, you know, you're like bawling your eyes out because it hurts. And everyone gets to watch. So humiliating. And just do that. And people will be like, hell no, I'm not getting whipped. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want everyone to see me like that. That will be very powerful. Because when you go to jail, you get to hide in jail. No one sees you. You're hidden. Oh, look at that superior alt art, man. That looks beautiful. Superior alt art for Gavin. Beautiful. So, you know, this guy gets like spanked essentially. Not in a fun way, in a really painful way. And then everyone you know gets to watch it too. It's massively humiliating. And then you're done. You don't have to waste a whole year in jail. You've paid for your crime, and you don't like it. You don't want to do it again. You don't want to do that process ever again. And that's it. And that could be like a kind of punishment that keeps people out of jail. They just get like spanked, literally. I know that sounds probably pretty stupid, but have we tried it? I don't know. Full-grown man. And he's getting the lashings on live television for all of his loved ones to watch. I mean, it's a pretty powerful thing, I imagine. We are. Ooh. Bahiem. Whoa. I don't sleep just so I can watch your nighttime stream. Here we go. Very nice. Wow, this is a loaded box, dude. Seismitoad Bear Tick. Oh, how come no one's talking about Spain? What's going on in Spain? Here's Lando Rust. Love the enthusiasm, but that's cruel and unusual punishment. Well, I mean, is it any more cruel than making a person sit in jail for 1 to 2 years? Think about it. Let's say all the people who are in jail right now for 1 to 2 years had an option between 20 lashes or staying in jail. How many of them would choose the lashings? Probably most of them. Somebody would probably be like, nah, it's cool in here. I'll just chill out in here. I bet you 75% of them would sign up for the lashings right now. There we go. So what is really cruel and unusual? But most importantly of all, I'm just searching for a solution to the fact that we pay $120,000 per year per prisoner, that's too much. You can't be wasting that money. That money should be going toward women and children who need help, schools, healthcare, infrastructure. There's so many good things to spend that money on, and we're busy spending it on dudes to sit in jail and trade ramen and, I don't know, be gay with each other. So we're just wasting all that. We're just pissing that money away. And that's the real crime. To me, the real crime, this guy does some bad thing, and then on top of that, we spend millions of dollars to have him sit around in a jail cell. That's the real crime right there. We should never have done that. It's a very serious thing, and I don't know. I guess people are uncomfortable talking about it. Not me. Behem, Girder, Superior Altart, Excadrill, Kyurem, and Tundrus. Jail, you get a smartphone and drugs to pass the time. Maybe you just want to be publicly whipped. Who bought the box? Nice pulls. This is Gavin Stewart. Mr. Gavin, thank you so much, Gavin. All right. What do you guys think? Is that idea too crazy? That's not more crazy than crucifixion, right? You said Asmongold wanted crucifixion. That's crazy. I don't think having an option maybe to be spanked or something, I don't think that's crazier than crucifixion. No way. But keeping people out of jail is not crazy at all. That is a humongous taxpayer loss. Every year we lose some unbelievable amount of money keeping people incarcerated. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, you got a fat bag. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that fat bag. Did anyone take the packs on screen yet? Some women like that. Yeah, but we're not talking like that kind of spankings, dude. Here we are. We can do the purge. Nah, the purge is no good. People who are generally good and would never hurt anybody would just get wiped out by horrible people who are psychopaths and don't mind killing anyone. So the purge you think the purge would be a good thing? No, it would be a bad thing. But that's why it's such a fun topic. That's why it's such a good movie, I'm sure. I never watched it, but I get the idea of the movie right away. What if? Yeah, only one guy gets known for that. Things should be like Game of Thrones when it comes to punishment. The guillotine. No, I'm not into all that. I'm not into just killing everyone. What that, like for punishment. When it comes to capital punishment, I just have one belief. If you did a vicious murder, then justice has to be capital punishment. If you murdered a poor lady, she does not have justice until you've been put to death. But if you did kill somebody, if you did not kill them, then you should not be killed. Because that's just how it is. That's just what justice is, right? You didn't kill somebody, you should not be killed. Okay. Justice is having to put them to death. Okay, Miss 6, 2 Black Bolt. If N Trainer in there, please put in bag. You got it. Miss 6. There we go. Just bought 20 waifu shuffles. What? No, you didn't. You're messing with me. Go back to cutting off hands and legs. No. No. That's crazy talk, dude. That's crazy talk. Capital punishment is not crazy, though. If you murdered somebody, you guys have all listened to true crimes and stuff like that, right? You guys have listened to true crimes. You've heard some wild stuff by now. If you're a little older, if you're like in your 30s or 40s, you've heard some really twisted stuff by now. Those guys that do that twisted stuff, it amazes me that we then go on to spend millions of dollars keeping them in jail. Just send them off to God. Let God sort it out. And save the taxpayers $6.5 million and spend that money helping the poor, spend that money on healthcare, spend it on infrastructure, whatever. It doesn't matter. The last person who deserves to have $6.5 million are those guys that were insane and did like those horrible murders. Like the guy from Colorado, killed his wife and then his 3 daughters. Holy. Just be rid of it. Just be done with it. Save the people of Colorado $6 million. He's the last person who deserves that money. And yet he's the first one to guaranteed get it. You could put that guy to death and then give some homeless family like $6 million and transform their whole life. We are. Or spread that money around, Give 6 homeless families $1 million. Change their whole life right there. There we go. All right. What is a waifu shuffle? Yeah, so here it is. The waifu shuffle looks like this. It's exactly like the Poke Shuffle. You are drawing cards, and some of the cards will have like a writing on them like this. If you pull one with writing on it, I will trade you this card for the associated slab. If you pull one of these, this is all you get. So you pay for this common card for 20 bucks, or you pull this Boa oh, look at that. These are right next to each other. You pull this Boa Hancock for 20 bucks, which is nice because that slab costs quite a bit more than 20 bucks. So there it is. And they're shuffled randomly so that you get a random card each time, okay? Now, you know... Now, wait a second. Didn't Six tell me to check her bulk or something like that? Give me a second here, Six. I am now checking for N... Oh my god. Wait, how many did you order? I don't think you ordered this much. Alright, I didn't see an N anyways. We need to bring back gladiator battles. No! No. What are you talking about, bro? Feed him to the lions. Yeah. And we can stream it. It'll be so entertaining. Steven Sistrunk finishing Guillotina, $40 credit for the next slab away. Oh, okay, sounds good. So you're on the hunt for something. Hold on, let me make sure I spell the name correctly. People get very emotional about Law and Order. And again, that's why the Epstein file situation is very bad for Donald Trump. People are very strongly coded in their minds to get that justice. So, Steven, where would I put this? Real life Squid Games, where the winner gets to walk away free. Oh my god, dude. No. That's better than crucifixion, though. Alright. Not in there, so it's got to be over here. Just send them all to an isolated island far away from humanity and let them turn that island into Australia. Sounds good. I say you just deport them to the least happy country of the world. Commit a big crime. You're getting dropped off in, I don't know, Chad, Africa or something. Nah, they would just, they would travel back, sure. Oh, here it is. All right, Mr. Steven. Very nice. Wow. Wow, very nice. Let's go ahead and pull this out of here. You got this for a very good price, in my opinion. Looks like you got it for about $50 cheaper than what I paid for it. There we go. That's crazy. And it's up now too, isn't it? So this was a very good situation for you. It is. So why would I have sold it cheaper than what I bought it for? Literally to buy more of them, because maybe their price had spiked and now their price was falling. And so what that does is it creates a sort of averaging down situation for me. Oops, there it goes. But at the same time, by also increasing demand in this product that I believe in. So I go, well, I think the Guillotina is good. There it goes. So that was an averaging down slab away, and it all worked out. You got your slab paid off, and it's worth more now today than it was when you bought it. That's really good, man. Yay! Whenever you go to ship, let me know that you're shipping this one, because he's pricey, okay? You don't have to ship it right away. He's safe with us, but whenever you do, just tell me so I can set you up with signature shipping, because we don't want this to go missing. I have been very lucky that it's extremely, extremely, extremely rare for anything to go wrong with the shipping. For us, anyways. We are. I had that Final Fantasy box on the way from another seller, and that did go missing. So, we are. All right. I'm shipping him and Gary Oak. Nice, nice. Okay, Robert Tumman sending the rest for the Victini. You got it, Robert Tumman. Here it is. Going into Victini, who takes up to 23 out of 33. By the way, we have the first person in our binder break. This is a new type of break, which is all raw cards, ungraded. These cards have been inspected by me, and I believe that they will not grade 10. That doesn't mean it's with 100% accuracy, and most of these are worth at least a 9. And so what we do is we go looking for a price on them that's kind of on the lower side, but the near mint lower side. That's how they like this Pikachu is quite old now. From 2017, it's a Pikachu promo. Nice. The Booty Cheeks card, this Victini, Omanite. Little mix of cards you see here. Good stuff. Look at this Alakazam. You got this really quite expensive Ditto, Korean Ditto card. So that is all part of it. You get the whole thing if you get pulled. You get the whole packet. And then it's up to you what you want to do with it. You can try to grade them, or you can try to sell them individually on like eBay if you specialize in that, if you've got time for that. I don't have time for that. But if you have time for something like that, you could sell those things on eBay all day long. All right, here we go. So Victini. USP has had some delays the past few weeks. You could also sell it back to me, but that's true with pretty much anything on the table. If you pull the hit from any break, you can sell it back to me. But that's always a discussion how much I'll buy it back for, okay? So you will not get 100% back, because if you could anyways, that would look a lot like you're just doing a break for cash, which we can't do that anyways. Okay, now this ticks up by 1. This goes to 23. USP has had some delays this past week. You add my credit to my slab away instead. I understand. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. So, Ivan, let's put that toward that current slab away, and you'll be ready to take a new slab after this one's done. And then it's like, think of it like passing a checkpoint or something. You've passed a checkpoint once that's paid off, and that's a good thing. It's almost like a bank with a house. A bank doesn't want you to buy too many houses in a row. The bank wants you to put some equity into those houses, or even just finish paying them off, and then it says, oh, you finished paying those off. Here, have another one. So it's almost exactly the same way. The more you take away from the bank, the riskier it is for the bank. And the bank goes, I don't want too much risk. The only other thing I'd say is I'm not sure if I want to sell this one direct or if I want to host a break on it. It seems very breakable. All right, let's see. Thank you, Robert Tubman. Jacob Chickering, 90 to my slab away, 10 to you. How much do I got left? You're tipping me $10? Let's see. Jacob Chickering, it says you have 150. I'm going to take your $10 tip and accept it as a donation, but I'm going to just donate it back to you. You're going to have $50 left, okay? And I'll still put you down on the donation list. Here it is. That's super kind, dude. I like your $10 tip. But since you also have a slab away with me, I want to see you finish it quickly so you can get to your next slab away. This guy gave me a tip, guys. I'm telling you, we have a really generous audience. We always have. Appreciate it, man. So 10, 10, 10, 5, 787. Just the tip. Evo Skies at 2K. Is it? So Evolving Skies was kind of floating around 1,800. Let's see if that's true. What time is it? 5:47. Evolving Skies booster box. All right, Evolving Skies booster box. He's right. Here's one for 2.2 thousand. Where does it end? Nah, it doesn't end. This box is it's performing like the team up box. This does not end. This is gonna be just like the team up box. Team up box is now like a $10,000 box. So here it is. The cheapest one appears to be $2,000 right there. You know, I ought to buy one and host a break on it sometime. You guys want to see my eBay list? You know what I should do? I should offer to show I should offer to show you my eBay list for like a $20 fee. Wow, look at this Gyarados, man. Ancient Origins Gyarados. There's one listed for 1.4 thousand. Crazy. Those are some crazy prices. I'm actually going to buy something right here. I'd go in on that. Just the tip. Whip it out. I might just swap away the Terra Festival Umbreon Mister. That Umbreon is not available for slab away. I appreciate the interest. All right. What's your opinion on Oscar Piastri? Oscar Piastri. Let's see. There's an uncut sheet of the Tora Karutas. Crazy. Should I buy it or should I leave it for someone else? The Tora Karutas have performed well for me. I would really be interested in let me There we go. All right. So, here's an order, Mark. He says, can I use store credit for 1 box of Pokemon Japanese Crimson Haze to give it out to 1 person in chat if possible, please? And you can keep the $10 as a tip. Appreciate your channel. What? He trying to give away $100? Mark trying to give away $100. Really? Are you sure, Mark? I can just open the box for you even. I don't mind. He said, what? Minister, do you still have Shining Celebi or Steelix by chance? I do have the Shining Steelix. I don't know if I want to sell it. You're the second person who wants it. Chris Abruzzo wants it. You wanted it. Pick me, pick me. What a lunatic. Yes, I'm sure. Dang, dude. If you wanted, I don't think anyone's bought this. This is supposed to be 120. Since you're so generous, I'd be willing to give you this for 100 if you want it. This right here. If you don't want it, if you say no to it, I'll open it for myself at this point. Because I don't think anyone's bought it, right? Let's see. Luke Lori didn't buy it. Oh, Tammy took it. Hold on. Tammy took it. All right, Tammy. Tammy, I'm going to start opening this for you right now. Let's find out. I'm 100% sure. Okay, so we're going to do a big Mark J. Valerian giveaway. That's a big giveaway. And then, Tammy, let's find out how good this is. Are you ready? So, Tammy, hopefully a really nice round. Got a nice Samurai Hollow. Okay. He's kind of cool. What do we got here? Tornadus. All right. Okay. Sock 'em bop 'em. All right. Tammy's favorite AR, Sock. We have Basculin. Basculin is very masculine. Here's a Reshiram EX. Come on, Tammy. Pull us some heat. Archon. Oh, his name's Archon. I know Archeops. His name's Archon. So Master Ball Archon. All right. Here is Pat Rat, Archeops, Embor. 2 packs remain. Basculin, Boof, Allant, Boof. And 1 more pack, Tammy. Let's see what it is. Swaddle, got the Rita, got the Tell. All right, this time, maybe not as crazy. Here we are. Okay. Tim, I'm going to give you a little bonus pack because you opened those. Appreciate it. I was willing to open them, whether they were good or bad. I mean, because sometimes they're really good, right? That happens too. It's just no one knows until they're open. But I didn't want to open them in this case because I didn't... let's grab this. I didn't want to open them in this case because I didn't want to open any black or white because I've only got 1 case of each. And I need to open some on screen for a short. So I'm very limited on product right now. We are. Hopefully more arrive soon. So you did get the Master Ball Archon, Sock, Tornadus promo, and I'm tossing you a Gem 2 booster pack, but you're not allowed to know what's inside of it until it gets home to you, okay? So that's the fun of that pack. All right. Bunch of hollows. Dang, tough box. What are your estimated hit rates for the illustration rares? I don't know. Oh, well, coldest of cold. I'm sorry, Tammy. All right. Here's the Archeops. All right. And Seawaddle. So Mark's doing a giveaway for... Toss that there. Well, Jacob Chickering was generous, too. He tried to give me $10 today. You guys are way too nice. Love it, man. You guys are very generous. Okay, Tammy with the bonus pack. You never know. Maybe the bonus pack will spawn something insane. I love the energy cards. It's nice to have anything that feels different because, you know, we've been in the Scarlet Violet era for a couple of years now. So anything that feels different at all feels great. Here's the Boobies Girl. Here's the Boobies Girl. Here's Sandslash, which is not a Boobies Girl. Meowth. If you guys are looking for something to slab away, add this to your list of potential slab aways. If this was my card, it wouldn't even be available. This would just be sitting in my Rocket Returns box. Rocket Returns Reverse Foil, Dark Sandslash, Population 28. He's one of the prestigious Dark Pokemon from the Rocket Returns... I almost said channel. The Rocket Returns collection. And yeah, he's got the reddish logo because he is, in fact, a rare. He is a rare card from the set. You can see it with the silver star down here and the rocket stamp. $1,400 is kind of what these kind of cards are coming in at. They're all coming in over $1,000 at this point. He's just extremely low pop. Again, just 28 of these. I mean, this is a mainstream set. Could you imagine if the Glory of Team Rocket came out and there were only 28 of the Rocket Nido King or Rocket, I don't know, Crobat or something like that? There's just 28 of them after like 30 years of grading. So, yeah, I mean, I think they'd even cost more than this. It almost seems too cheap, which is exactly why I'm not selling mine. All right, so that's a good one. Now, let me scroll back here for a moment. Luke Laurie also had 4 Korean Rocket. Let me take care of that. And then we need to work on this giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4. How long have we been live? An hour and 16 minutes, so about 15 minutes to go. Is the blue dressed girl a signature? I can't tell. No, this one's just a sexy card. That's all it is. It's a pristine, sexy card. If you zoom in, it's only $60 too. She's got boobs and she's got butt, okay? And she's got her back showing and her shoulders showing. And it's just a very sexy card with the leg. If you are a guy who appreciates attractive girls on cardboard, that is for you. It's a pristine card, already graded for you, and it is $60. It's not bad. I mean, when you get a BGS return back, like maybe 10% of the whole order hits that pristine, you know, and almost none hit black label. In fact, we had to order 1 black label, handful of pristines. Almost all of them were 9.5. So BGS does not hand out the pristines very easily. Here's a great example. This one's a 9.5. And also the the pristines sell quite well. They sell very easily. So that's an important thing to think about when you're picking out a card to buy. Here we are. 9.5s take longer to sell. Funny enough, this one's 60 and this one's 100 because this is a very popular character. She's a character that's well known. This is not as well known of a character, but it's a better grade. Okay. Luke Laurie, here's the sauce. The sauce. Any other slab you have that's similar to the Dark Sand Slash? Nope, just that one. So you're lucky to have access to that one because there's not even one other card like that. I'm not selling even one of mine. And that Dark Sand Slash in a couple years could be $2,800. So let your mind rest on that. The only reason you have access to it is because Mr. Haymeyer's selling his. That's it. He's selling his, and that's it. I'm not selling any of mine because it's such a great card. So, Luke Laurie, you just shipped, didn't you? Oh no, your box is way over there. Let me start a new bag for you, Luke Laurie. We are. I already sent in for Sabaway on the Sand Slash. Okay, so he's gone. I gave him the spiel. He deserves the spiel. Some cards, they don't deserve the spiel. Some cards are just like, oh, this guy likes this card. Let me put in a Sabaway. Dark Sand Slash is one of those top tier EX era, Gold Star era, reverse hollows, also from a Rocket set. Now, here's the problem. He's not Charizard. Actually, the best card from that set, in terms of reverse hollows, probably the Dark Dragonite. But the Dark Dragonite, that card's going to be like $20,000 now. So the Dark Dragonite, he might not be 20, he might be like 10,000, who knows. But if the Dark Dragonite's 10,000, 1.4 for Dark Sand Slash is actually very reasonable. So you have to keep in mind, the whole market's kind of changed recently. Cards are reaching prices that are unbelievable. And to have a quality reverse hollow like that at 1.4 is probably not so bad at all. It is. I want Mr.'s Rocket Return Quillfish. Oh yeah, that's like Pop 2 or something, isn't it? Like, or Pop 3? I can't remember. I remember I was looking for one of those for a long time, and then he finally popped up and I bought it. Back then, I was working on completing the Rocket Returns collection. My goal was to get the PSA 10 Gold Star Torchic and to get every reverse hollow possible and to finish the EXs. But over time, my feelings about completed collections kind of faded. I didn't care as much about completed collections anymore. I just like to buy my favorite card from the collection. So my feelings on it changed. That or a good deal. I like good deals as well. So like maybe the Sand Slash is a very good deal and you just don't know that because you don't know what the future value of it's going to be. Someday you could be sitting on it and it could be like a $2,000 card and you're like, wow, this card was a great deal. But you didn't know that at the time that you bought it. That's how it really works, guys. You know, if a card like this is sitting up on the table and it has a guaranteed future of $2,000, well, then it'd already be gone. That's how it works. So all the cards I ever bought, like Delta Species Umbreon for $1,000, no one really knew where that was going. No one knew that was going to explode in value. I didn't even know. It was just a gamble. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Asmer, you ready? 1, 2. It was just a guess. Just like, I hope this goes up. Ooh. All right, 2 cold ones. And that's how the stock market works. That's how crypto works. Like, you don't know what happens in Bitcoin tomorrow. Maybe Bitcoin gets in a lot of trouble and then it pops or something, you know? You don't know what happens tomorrow. Maybe Pokemon, some couple of rich guys go, hey, you know what? This is the thing. You got sports, now you got Pokemon. And so we're buying up as much of these rare Pokemon as we can right now. We think it's good. You don't know what's going to happen next. And by the way, that's probably what has happened. If you're wondering about these high prices, 5 Tears of the Planet for Jesus Aguilera. What's up, man? Where's this? Okay, here's this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should recommend me a slab, mister. I wish I could easily recommend one to you. I'm fresh out of slabs, man. Go to the pricey slab channel in our Discord server and start looking around, because those are for sure for sale. And if you look through them and pick out the best one, you'll still be snatching the best one. But I am actually short on slabs. You guys have bought me out of slabs. And at the moment, I don't really know what a good red label slab looks like anymore, because the market has changed so much. The market has changed. It's very, very greed. It's very high price. And I don't know where it goes from here. Here it is. My spidey senses are not tingling in the same way at the moment. They are not tingling. Here's Maya, and Sarah Mobius. All right, there you have it. So many options. Get the Top Spectra PSA 10 Squirtle. The Topps Spectra Squirtle. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's in the channel, huh? There's also there's a couple Topps cards in the channel, isn't there? Yeah, there's some solid Topps card. Like another one that I thought was really good, the Topps Haunter. You have to understand, that is actually from a blue Pokemon Topps box called Topps Series 2, but it's actually the 3rd set. See, it goes like this. It goes Topps Series 1, then it goes Topps First Movie, then it goes Topps Series 2. So there's three opening boxes, right, at the beginning of the series of Topps sets that would be printed. Well, you can't really get a hold of the blue box anymore. It just seems to be more rare than the rest. And that is the set that contained the Gengar. So it's a really nice set. And I don't even have any boxes of those left. I sold 100% of them, but I do have the Gengar, so I feel pleasantly satisfied because I'm sitting on the card that matters the most. Here's Maya. Maybe I should get another one of those. How much is those? Mister, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. You need to touch grass. Yeah, we'll be touching grass today. Have no fear. We'll be touching grass. Let's see. Topps. It would be nice to host another break on one of those. It's been a while, you know. Sometimes when you stop buying something for a long time, it gets a chance to breathe and the price comes down. So that's kind of what I've done with that box. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Is there an international one? That would be nice. I like the international ones a lot. So there is one for sale. Who's selling it? Somebody with the 0 feedback selling it. Nah. And it's his only item for sale. Yeah, that's a scam. Okay. So many fake boxes these days, guys. This is a dangerous market out there. Really dangerous. This one looks resealed. There's a nice looking one up here, but it's so expensive. Who's going to pay for that? Yeah, I don't know. I could just buy one and have it sit as a display box. What is this? Somebody's selling a case of Topps Johto series for $15,000? Yeah, right, dude. They're located in Italy. I don't know. I got ripped off from a guy in Italy. He scammed me with the fake booster pack one time. Italy scares me. International orders are scary, man. Kyle Summers for Slab Away on the Sand Slash. You got it, Kyle Summers. Is Maya just Tifa at home? Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let's finish this. I'm sorry, we didn't finish this. So, Give me a moment. That was for Jesus Aguilera, correct. Okay. Also, mister, I got my order with all the signature Nikke. Thanks for the great packaging. No problem, man. Been hearing a lot of positive things about Miss Alexis. If you guys ever want to tip her, don't forget her, because she actually ships your Pokemon cards. You don't hear from her very often, but she's an integral part of what we're doing. What did Mark want to donate? I'm trying to remember. He wanted to donate a $90 box. Was it like Rocket? Mark told me what to do with this. Let's see. Damn, the Steelix was the main thing I wanted. Do you have Magikarp Wailord? He's a cool card, but he is definitely not. I have a personal collection and I have cards in it, and those aren't really for sale. All right, Mark said, oh, hi, Mark. That one guy that wanted execution by firing squad. Oh, yeah. It was Crimson Haze. Okay, Crimson Haze. Let me go get a box of Crimson Haze. All right. Woo. Boy, it's hard to sneak around this room. There's no room in this room. Okay. All right, kidding me? I got to get a new sheet out too. Funny timing, because we're all out of time right now. Keyword shall be Mark. So that's going to be the keyword. Mark, I'm going to put Tammy on here right away if it's all the same to you. Here you go, Tammy. Tammy gets a free spot. You know why? Because she bought those packs from me, which was very convenient. And unfortunately, they did not contain a nice hit, so she's going to be in there automatically as a gift. So let's go ahead and hit refresh on this. We can take care of it during the nighttime stream, sure. I would not advertise what you want, because somebody else might be thinking about it too. And you're allowed to send in for it right now to kind of secure it, okay? We can still process it tonight, but if you send in for it right now, make sure that it's yours. All right, so let's see. Lurkin Lowry. Lurkin was pretty fast. Lurkin Lowry. Number 3. Brad Kelly. Okay, so just do that for a moment. Thank you for that, guys. Now, that, by the way, so that's Mark J. Valerian, and he donated $100. Holy, dude. That's really impressive. I think that put you in the top spot for donations for this month. Yeah, look. So 5, 10, 10, 10, 100. Wow. And that was, it wasn't like a slab donation. So Andrew A. Martin, 3 live custom, 4 Poke Shuffles. Andrew A. Martin. 3 live customs. Is that right? Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So lucky, dude. That is lucky. Poker Ekans. Oh, the Poker Ekans, huh? Okay, so this Ekans, the artwork is from Nintendo 64. Here it is. Get you a nice new sleeve. It's from Nintendo 64. Pokemon Stadium. I call it the Pokemon Stadium collection. It's a really nice thing. Made in 1998. There's a matching Arbok you may want to get with it. I don't know if I have the Arbok. I might have the Arbok. I don't know. But I would get the matching Arbok as the other Joker card. Sandslash goes to Slab away. Right, we need to finish that because I was working on that and I looked at that order, but I didn't finish that order. Andrew A. Martin. Okay. Let's get these 4 Poke Shuffles and then take care of the Sandslash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Andrew A. Martin. No luck in the Pokey Shuffles, though. Congratulations on the Ekans. Jumping back over here, we still have Kyle Summers. Okay, Kyle Summers. Cards like this have reached new prices that have never been seen before. These are record prices on these cards. And it's a really impressive testament to how they've changed over time. They've never been cheap. I've seen this card as cheap as like 600. 600 was not cheap. But everything's like doubled and tripled and quadrupled and more, especially in the last year. The question is, where does it go from here? But you know, that card's not getting any more populated. It's extremely rare. PSA 10 Sand Slash. It's going to say 1400 on it. And it's going to say 1380 remaining. Also, to be paid on commission when finished. I should just say commission. I think commission's going to mean that when it's completed, I have to get the other person paid out. So I will remember that that's what it means. Thank you, Mr. Kyle. Let me delete this. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez, the Meow Slab. Meow. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Kyle, put this up here in the Slab Away box now so that it's where it belongs. And this is property of Ivan. Go Ivan, Rod, Rodriguez. There it is. Okay. And then we have Diane Bailey, Four Tops movie. That's where we're going to stop. We're going to open up these Four Tops movie, and that'll be the end of the stream, everybody. Miss Diane, welcome. She's really enjoying these Tops cards. Diane, I was just looking at the market for Tops, and boy, is it pretty much over. There is just no way to restock these unless you're willing to pay some unbelievably high cost per box. This could be our last box of these Tops. It is. All right, pack number 1. Rebellion. Unless you want to buy from some shady guy with no feedback. And even his box is super expensive. It's like it's not cheap. We got Pee-Pee Chula. This is why I keep forgetting Slab Away, because of the table slabs. Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? They are. The Story of Mewtwo. Look at this. Oh, very nice. Okay. Stop calling it commission. It's consignment. You're right. We could call it consignment. Can my few slabs ship with my black and white boxes? This is Andy Man. It is. Aw, Mew, he is so cute. 1, 2, 3. Do you have bags? I think that they should remain separated. I think it makes it, I think it makes it much easier to have it separated. Don't worry, that Blastoise just felt kind of straight down. We are. Okay, so here we have the Tears of Pokemon, Rebirth of Ash. It's kind of a special moment in the show. Let's pick this Blastoise up real gentle. There we go. All right. Very nice. Ah, very nice. Good. And then let's see what's this card next. Commission is a quota. Oh. Ah, it's going to be Venusaur, huh? Venusaur, rare. Okay. Wow, the Venusaur in this set just looks so good. Commission. Consignment. Yeah, I don't mind calling it consignment. That seems fair. Another Blastoise? That's surprising. No reason to complain, though. That's a great card. There it is. That's so cool. Okay. This one's actually called the Tears of Pokemon. That's a good-looking Venusaur. That is a very good-looking Venusaur. If only we could pull the Charizard, man. I'd love to pull a Charizard. Any more Nikke, or should I look to get some Holo Live? We should have more Nikke, right? Die cut? Do you have a die cut? You got Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, Bulbasaur die cut in this pack. And Underwater Adventure. Pikachu's just clinging on with his mouth closed and his eyes closed, huh? It's cute. The one card I don't have, Big Boy Blastoise. Big Man Blastoise. Big Man okay. Here is the Bulbasaur. And the remaining 2 cards, the Stairwell and Marina in Chaos. Cool. All right, you definitely got a lot of cards here. I remember opening these packs. I'm old. I'm 36. That means I have a sister who is 38 and another sister who has just reached 40. She grandma age. Wonder if she's feeling that grandma age. That's not quite grandma, but you know, you're 10 years away from grandma. 50 is definitely grandma age, 100%. Unless you're like Jennifer Aniston, doing all your surgeries and your baby foreskin creams or whatever they do to stay young forever. This weird, creepy, psycho shit. I'm gonna just put these 2 in these holders. I'm just picking 2 out, right? And then everything else is going to be sandwiched between them. So we're starting another bag for you. The other bag's pretty full. Okay. If you send cards in for consignment, you ask for them to not be allowed for slap away, just straight payout. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Did somebody want that? If you send cards in for consignment, can you ask for them to be allowed for slab away? Yeah, I can maybe add some sort of note onto the sleeve that says not for slab away. However, I strongly recommend slab away. People do tend to finish their slab away in less than 6 months. And if you got a card that is pretty expensive, it's hard for people to pay big expensive cards outright. So if you want to see your card sell, slab away is your best friend. It's not your enemy. Slab away is a fantastic method for both the seller and the buyer to get a card moved like a trade. So it's very hard. Hey, mister, 2 Dragon Ball Manga Boosters. You got it. Lewis Laura, 2 Dragon Ball Manga Boosters. Lewis Laura? There you go. How's it going, Lewis Laura? We'll just take care of this real fast. Nice to hear from you. But yeah, I would not recommend saying no to slab away as the seller because, you know, your card starts getting paid down. And you can actually see your card paid off. Like that Sand Slash, for example. You know how many people come in here and outright buy a Sand Slash for $1,400? Almost nobody. Almost nobody. It's very rare. Even with Charizards or Umbreons or Gyarados. It's very, very rare. Just doesn't happen. Here we are. Okay, let's see. Is Black White going to be open tomorrow? Mr. Outbreak, could you tell me what you're talking about? What are you talking about? It would be open tonight. If you've got an order that has not been serviced yet, it would be opened tonight. Luke is a card that keeps going up in price. Let's see. Lindsay, Lewis, Lady, Lake of Rage, Luke. Okay. Luis Rodriguez, Larson. New bag? Luis Laura, is this a new bag? It's not possible that it's here, is it? What's this back here? Eric Beltran. Okay, so this is the e-box by now. I didn't order yet, but was just asking in case I did. So we do 2 streams a day, a daytime stream and a nighttime stream. And the nighttime stream will be, what time is it? 6:18. We got to wrap up now, guys. So the nighttime stream begins pretty late. It starts at about 1:30 a.m. I'm trying to bring it down to 12:30 a.m. So that I can go to bed sooner and wake up sooner. And I think shifting my schedule over is a good idea. Part of the problem, though, is that Cares herself likes to stay up late. So that is part of the problem. There you go. Daytime streams popping, 107 people. I know, it actually really sucks that we're stopping here because, let's see. Christopher Fenton wants shipping. Christopher Fenton. And Asmer wants 2 Pokey Shuffles. Asmer Ahmed, you ready? Mr. Asmer, 2 Pokey Shuffles. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boop. 2 cold ones, Mr. Asmer. 2 cold ones for your Pokey Shuffles. Now, getting back to Christopher Fenton. If you're here right now, I'm going to take care of you because shipping should be done live while the person is there. Let me log in. So, since you're paying with PayPal, I use your PayPal address, the one that you chose to be your shipping address. I'm also able to use PayPal to get your email. So you shall receive an email that talks about what the address looks like, meaning you will see what address I chose. All right, here we are. I've got your address. Again, it is the one you chose to show in PayPal to the seller. So I've got that, and I've got your email. This is the email you chose to have connected to your PayPal account. So I have both those things. And now you said you were in the fossil break. Is that right, Mr. Fenton? Good thing you mentioned that. Okay, here it is. Was yours one that was opened? Looks like it was. So that would mean that you've got it full in the Cool Kids box too. Well, I don't think I've put anything in the Cool Kids box in a while. Wow, that's cool, man. Look at that Kokobo. Traveling Kokobo. Ah, that's the Kokobo we want to pull. It's going to be in here. Ah, the Lapras. Ooh, I would have liked to have sent that off to PSA so that we know what it's like when it comes back. That'd have been cool. Would have been nice to see if it grabbed a 10. Now, what do you also have a bag? Good deal, thank you. Let me hit print on this address. Print. And then let's go grab your bag. If you have any slabs, those get added in. The way that works, Miss Alexis will go looking for any slab with your name on it. That's why we write your name on the back of the slabs. All right, so you got your Lapras and you got your little fossil pack. Can we speak about consignment on Discord for 10 minutes after the stream? After the stream, I'm stripping down into outdoor clothing, and I'm just going to go be outdoors all day and not think about cards anymore. My doctor says I work too much. Says I need to be outside a lot more. Touching grass. She's been saying that for like 3 or 4 years, I think. And here we go. She did like a blood test on me and said like I have low vitamins. How crazy is that? I'd never heard that before. So she wants me to be like playing and not working. What? How do you do that? Like, this is playing for me, essentially. Like, what is playing? So anyways, I'm going to go like burn stuff or something in my backyard. All right, I'll meet you outside. I just came back from a walk. It was great. I'm assuming Metazoo did not go off. No, Metazoo did not go off. So this is the giveaway for tonight. Mark's $100 giveaway. Please be there. Don't miss it. It's tonight for the Thursday nighttime stream. And we'll have those black and white ETBs to go through. Matthew Hill is in here, by the way. This is also a break with 2 spots taken, okay, for the Final Fantasies. We got the binder break, 1 spot taken in here. The Victini's closer. We still have slabs to price up from TAG. We have so much going on, guys. That's so much stuff. All right, so please join us tonight for the late night stream. I'll see you guys there.